Hello Spring Hill Suites GMs and partners. I wanted to take some time and talk about your daily celebrations and weekly training guides. So I'm starting out on the Spring Hill Suites service on JAM webpage, and I'm going to dive right into the celebration section on the right. This is going to bring us to an area where we can learn all about our daily celebration, what happens on a daily and a weekly basis for resource materials. So in the top section, here's some details you'll always want to review regarding the daily celebration, how to incorporate this new training from the Shaping Service curriculum. Down below this a little further, we talk about what you need to do every day and every week. So every day, you're going to conduct a daily celebration and utilize the service reminder cards. On a weekly basis, once a week, you're going to conduct a weekly service training. Now, if you want to learn more about any of these three items, you can hyperlink into this teal box, and it will tell you a little bit more about the daily celebration, who's involved, who needs to attend, some of the topics around it, and same thing with the weekly service training. This is a hyperlink as well. Now, down below a little bit further, we actually have a link to the resource materials. So whether we click on this daily celebration guide and service reminder cards download, or we click on the weekly service training guides download, they both take us to the same place. We're storing all of our materials in the same location. So I'll hyperlink in here. This is one of the best pages we have for the daily celebration and weekly trainings in JAM. So at the very top, there's going to be some basic instructions of how to facilitate and what to use for the daily celebrations and weekly trainings. One of the first things you'll need to use is the daily celebration guide. Here is a hyperlink to the actual PDF. When you click on it, it'll pull up the PDF in JAM. And this document must be downloaded to your computer to be able to utilize it. It is an interactive PDF, so once you click download, save it to your computer, and open it, you'll see this document. So you can click into these little blue highlighted areas and start typing in content. You can use this leader notes column on the far right to type out additional notes regarding each of the sections. So any of the blue boxes are free text fields, and this is a 2-page document. So this is used daily during your daily celebration meeting. Just make sure once you download it, you can edit it and then save it back to your computer. You can print it out and handwrite in notes as well. It's your choice. So that's one thing we'll use daily. So back to this page. Now, once you have your daily guide taken care of, let's talk about your weekly trainings and service reminder cards. So every month, the Shaping Service team will suggest a monthly service theme or topic. It may be one, it may be 2 themes or topics. So for the month of December, we will be recommending the Create Connections service theme and topic. So this universal theme is going to be found down below under this first column. And then to the right, you'll find links to the weekly service training guides. These will be used 1 a week for the entire month. And then further to the right, we have service reminder cards, which are used on a daily basis. So let's talk about these materials and go into a little bit more detail. So if December's topic is Create Connections, let's talk about how to incorporate all these features. So we're going to scroll down to find Create Connections. So here's our topic. So remember, this middle section was the weekly service training guides. Each one of these guides is a separate hyperlink. So when you click on it, it's going to take you to a 1 or 2 page guide, or in this case 3, that you will print out and utilize one day during the week. This is roughly a 10 to 15 minute training that's going to drill home the topic for that month. So there's going to be information on materials, preparation, your opening statements to kind of get everybody involved, and then the activity itself. These weekly training guides are what need to be printed out and saved for BSA purposes. This is the only document you need to have on file for BSA purposes. It's the weekly training guide. You need to keep 30 days worth. So the last 30 days of weekly service training guides, keep them on file. So this Create Connections topic has 4, 1 for each week of the month. There are some months where we're going to actually provide 2 themes or topics, and that's because if we were to suggest Bring Your Best, there's only 1 weekly guide, so this particular topic might be packaged with another theme that has additional weekly topics. So you always have one to use per week. You don't have to use our suggestion if your hotel thinks that you want to discuss departures for the month. You can easily switch to a different theme or topic and use the different weekly service training guides. It's really up to you, but we will suggest 1 or 2 themes per month. So December's is Create Connections. So we know we print our daily guide. We know once a week we facilitate a training using the weekly training guide. To the right, we also have our service reminder cards. These are used on a daily basis. When you click this image, it's a link to a PDF that houses 24 cards. So it's 6 pages, and these would need to be printed out, and you can utilize one a day. You can use these little cards during your daily meeting or throughout the day for smaller activities. These could be hyperlinks to view a website. They could be small interactive activities incorporating 1 or 2 associates or an entire team. So again, these get printed. They're 6 pages. They're used the entire month, roughly 1 per day. And that's the service reminder cards. So just to recap, daily you'll print out the daily celebration guide, have it filled out with what's going on with the hotel, and you'll also have your service reminder cards to utilize throughout the day. Then one day during the week, you'll facilitate a weekly service training, utilizing the guides here, which are printed for BSA purposes. So again, this is our daily celebrations and weekly service training guides.